Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Chen.
You may now select your heroes.
Oh, you know we will, Alan. We're going to talk so much. It's almost like it's a profession for us. Gambit, what a nice little pickup. Obviously, in the mindset of Alan, Chen, last pickup. And then boom. Also, the panel was leaning towards it, the Lina pickup for the mid.
Yeah, I like it.
Looking good, giving a really good matchup again.
I think more importantly for me at least is that it feels like Boom is just feeling themselves, right? They saw that first pick bat coming. They'd obviously prepped for it. They got the giggles going, and immediately the Oracle Troll. This is to me like the most important predictor of success. Is that if you're feeling good, if you've got faith in your draft and your teammates, you're just more likely to win. And perhaps the draft, in terms of late game win condition, would favor Gambit. That morphling will inevitably become a problem. You gotta figure that Boom has that ability to get, like, they can still easily win this game. Like, Oracle Troll is sick. You like 15 seconds of invulnerability on the hero. And Lina with a shaker, they have a couple supports. The only thing that might change things is that Chen pick that Alan's such a big fan of. Your support duo has a hard time dealing with creep harass and early push. So will you get run over by the army? That is the question.
That is a very good question, and yeah, you don't really have fantastic answers early on. Like it's actually got to be the most lackluster early level support combination we can see from Boom. Yeah, you got Disrupt to Thunderstrike, which was like for a long time it was like that powerhouse of like I can harass somebody out of the lane with this, but just how much work is that going to do? I'm also interested just how much success Shashlo is going to have on this hero. We asked him to have something that's going to be a little bit more active. We have definitely received. He has the Bat Rider, but does it work well in this game?
I'm not so sure. Tobes, a core Bat Rider against an Oracle never feels great, I gotta say. And this is partly why I think they won the opener pretty reliably. Hang on.
Oracle.
Just snatches it in time.
It's close, but it's fine. Shaker just wants to fisher block the wave anyway. He actually has to do it from the high ground. Oops. Missed him. Only was able to hold one back. That's actually just because of Oracle. Threw out the Fortune's End. Actually made him throw it from the high ground where he couldn't block him against trees. But yeah, looking towards the mid lane. That's what the panel wanted to see. And we see just how this matchup goes. GPK, can you make the lane matchup work? Mr. Static Link.
Actually got more on that link than I thought he would. Makoto definitely understands this matchup, and you know when you get the last pick against the Razor, it's why we don't typically see it picked up in the opener, right? Because if you're planning on going mid with it, it's very easy to just pick something like Alina that no problem. And without that laning advantage, Razor just does feel at times a little mediocre.
Yeah.
Bottom, this lane is the one to watch, I think. You want to be able to pressure Dream under tower if you can. Like the first couple of levels, it gets a lot harder as he gets level 3, level 4. Courier, that's dead.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That's not where FNG wanted to have that, but he's got a lot to micro. Not really, actually, not yet. I'm also liking this defensive ward that Boomer put next to the tier 1 tower in mid lane, just to the north of it.
It's the Shaker ward, right? We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because Shaker walked through and put his own observer ward down next to the outpost inside the Dire jungle. So there's a lot of information being given. A straight TP, like Makoto doesn't even delay it. That's quick, back to a good solid position, just wasting the time of the Earthshaker.
Nice job, gets both CS with that stun and the Archer, my man. And yeah, as you said, they spotted that ward, so Keskin immediately drops a sentry, takes out what Shaker had just planted. And notably, I love what FBZ's been doing. He's just toggling that buckler on and off to try and mess with the Morph CS, and it's part of the reason Dream is still only at 4-1. Like, it's so annoying to deal with.
Double damage.
I think they want to try and do something about Shashlo. Spin creep skipping out. Like, obviously got a hell of a lot of levels, but no Firefly available. KezQ getting the body blocks on him. Got that early slow, so that helps out. And Shashlo so low on life that he just one more attack, and they're gonna get it in from the Oracle. And that will be first blood being spilled on mid lane. That's the bigger one. Nexus Vampire got the future block, and GPK utilizing that double damage from the bottom river.
Surprised Makoto got caught by that. He knew that there was a DD active on the Razor and just gets himself blocked, as you said.
But he doesn't have an observer ward watching the bottom side. Like, they only have one watching the north, and that's where the vision of Gambit kind of pays off a little bit more.
I suppose, actually, wow, this lane's going a lot better for Razor than I expected. 15 and 8, yeah, this is
the 8-2.
I thought this was going to be much more Lina favored, but so far so good. A big part of that though is GPK is doing a great job keeping lane control on his hill. He, if you keep it here, you can actually just crush the mid lane. If it's on Lina hill, you can't really pressure or get a link off at all. Thanks for the line, Toby. Just so
I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. Another great fidget block. SQ needs to help out somehow. But what do you do? What's the support here from an Oracle? He has to throw out the quick end, and GPK, a fairy fire, bottle charges. Makoto just running away. Say, please attack me instead. Disruptor will arrive. He has a spare point if he wanted to glimpse, but they're not going to.
And I will say this is that thing about Shaker that we've talked about a lot. When you play these two ranged, squishy, more 5-esque supports, you don't have that same late game impact with the blink and being strength, but
look at the TP out. Troll Warlord has to go back to the tier 2s. He had 5 sticky napalm stacks on him, and without the Oracle supporting him, he can't break him free.
And Shaker, like, you just get so much more done in the early game, right? Only level 1, but you're forcing both supports to just can mid to help out GPK, or Makoto rather.
It's like secure the runes, make sure he's got that, and
and top now, like, this is scary, because Shaker now can look to rotate top with no Oracle there. That's an easy kill on Troll. He has 3 or 4 stacks on him.
They're going all over again. Another Fisher block.
Sentry's down.
Yeah, underneath the tower. You don't care if you're going to lose him.
Wait, did he ward in Sentry? Oh,
yeah, he
it denies the ward. What a beast.
Huge. Wow.
Gambit turning up.
Chen 19 pick.
Wow. This Chen, I will say the Chen pick though is Nas. It's already paying huge dividends. You can see, check out this jungle. FNG. He's got the Wolf Creek.
Wait, who was the person that actually said like
gonna finish off the Smasher?
How you need to add an extra bar to the rankings, like, so it's not just core, support, mid, off. Like, you need a jungle role for that's just for legions and prophets.
I'd love to identify those players so I could pre-report them in my games. Oh, I mean, that's one thing. Gosh, I hope one day we have a report system that actually results in real punishments. It's very simple rules. Run down mid, ban 1 week. Run down mid again, ban 1 month. Run again, forever.
Thoughts on Smurfs? Considering a lot of top tier players actually have Smurfs and have publicly used them as well.
I mean, people also publicly boost accounts and then sell them, but you know, until that gets changed, I'm not going to really worry about smurfing. In fact, I'd argue that people smurfing to then sell accounts is arguably the bigger problem, but
that's a whole different kettle of fish, right? Yeah, we're opening up the barrel. We'll let people like Alan debate that.
There's a lot of rotten fish in that barrel. But let's talk about what GPK's about to do. He's got some stacks up. He's controlling this bottom rune. He's got both sides. Misses that one, unfortunately, but he's got a triple on the other. Camp to his up left.
They're going to attempt this again over on Shachlo. Except the Vampire's going to get the perfect Fisher block, just keeping Dream away from the Batrider. Well, they drag the creep wave over too. And okay, Shachlo, maybe you overstayed your welcome. Just because one Fisher happened doesn't mean you get to survive this. They can glimpse him back all the way up to the top of the hill. And Shachlo will be brought down by, in fact, Kezcute, his second kill, having both of the ones from Boom ID.
It's a very passive game so far, but man, I swear, GPK, he's so farmed every single game, 43-17, and he still hasn't taken that huge stack up left. He's again top net worth, much like he was in the previous game, but and he's gonna go for the more aggro build on this race. The Yule's first into what I can only imagine will be a BKB. I love that build, especially with the Shaker to play around.
I love watching also on bottom lane, just a little side thing, like Morphling's like net worth is, he's actually 300 behind that of the Centaur, but when he's edgied up and he tries attacking FBZ, he loses so much life with just his normal attacks. That's just a strength morph just to stand in the lane. You know, there's so many heroes playing around this mid lane. Now, that's a good Fisher block. Kezcute, a little bit of trouble. You have to wait for it to end. So he can walk away. Yeah, not going to happen.
That's a very ambitious fairy fire.
Always hold on to belief.
I mean, so far, it's going pretty good for Gambit, but it's really Boom's supports hit 6 that they actually enter the game. Disruptor Oracle don't really accomplish much until then, and the Shaker has had more impact by himself than the two of them combined. Top lane, Jamesel's in some danger here. I would have maybe liked an earlier point in Flame Break on the bat, but after they nerfed the burn to 2 seconds at level 1, I guess the 1 point isn't as worth it anymore. Just for the bounce back, maybe you could have stun off it and hand the lasso.
Good rotation down to bottom lane. There's a Laguna Blade ready to go. FBZ just needs to get the aggression from Dream. Dream has already shown a couple of times he's very willing to waveform the wave. Just trying to push it back out again against the Centaur.
Yeah, this is a heads-up play by Dream. There's no Lina showing. You got to be a little spooked. He's an experienced morph player. Oh wait, as it
Now?
If only. If only.
You know, wait a little longer. There's no observer ward. There's nothing that actually scouts this one out. In fact, the obs they have down for Gambit right now is in front of Roshan. But this is still fine for Lina. I've seen her, like, she's been farming up triple stacks inside the jungle, prepped by those two supports that moved over. Now Stampede forward, ES very low on life, and Kescute's got the nuke available to get the kill. But now Dream herself turns on the whirling axes, and with the nets, the holds, Shashlo can't escape either. And the Troll Warlord, oh my god, he's going Battle Fury build as well. I was wondering if he'd actually do, like, we've seen like diffusal blades and such.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Of all heroes in Dota, it's again one that can utilize Crystallis. I've had someone try and send me spreadsheets on the math about how Echo Saber is actually the best item on Troll. I don't know if I buy that, but I'm not a huge fan of the Battle Fury. I think like Diffusal, Crystallis, BKB in some order, you just end up more slot efficient and your overall damage output is higher. Plus, you really want to go late game against the Morph. You can, but it's going to require like that 4th, 5th item and a slight edge in the net worth department. You're also playing against a Razor. I'm just going to link you. Fighting earlier might be better, but we shall see if this pays off. Already a mech on FNG, by the way.
They're smoking, they're coming. They want to try and have a battle for the runes, making sure the outpost is secured. But Shashlo, can they get close enough to him?
He knows the Spidey senses.
Yeah.
I like that. Just retreating back to the high ground.
Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade-off. Centaur's actually the one who has to start his TP. He cancels it, realizing the Morphling was right next to him and the damage from the Razor. And I don't know if he actually needed to cancel. Like, the Morphling doesn't have a stun.
Yeah, but he can't know that.
Yeah.
He could have technically switched into the Centaur and then stunned him, but you are... I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true. He does have that.
Oh, shit. The FNG with the mech wraparound. Literally naked mech, but with a wolf creep.
That's how Chen.
Heal up. Yeah,
that is how Chen's run.
This is how you do it, and you just provide the auras. Help your team stay alive up top. Control ult. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh, goodness.
Track at Shashlo. Dream's going to arrive. Whirling axes. He does strength morph his way through this. Where's the extra support? It's coming in actually from ES. But thanks to Stampede, Troll Warlord going to get back to the tier 1 tower. Still got a lot of sticky napalm charges on it, but no Firefly available for the Bat Rider to keep the chase going.
Yeah, really well done. They forced the TPs though. That's so heads up by Gambit. You can tell they were a little off in that last game, missed their timing pretty hard, but they're a formidable lineup. And I like that they pursue just enough to force the reaction and then right away turn around. Bot's already up on Shacklo. He's just going to continue to try and cut waves, spawn, accelerate. Makes it very annoying for Troll because he can't really chase him down as we just witnessed there.
Middle tower is under attack.
And bottom, FBZ, I'm going to try and push this tier 1. Should be able to grab it, no problem. You have a Disruptor ult. You never want to TP into that. That's a sure way to just lose. But they trade off mid-tower for it. I don't know if that's worth.
Mid and top for just the bottom tower. And Morphling's getting free space up on the top lane. Top 2 net worths are the Razor and the Morphling by quite a decent margin.
You've already got a Yules up on the Razor. It will be the BKB next item. I like this choice. Gambit's mid-game is going to be so powerful, and you're not really on the same sort of clock either because you have a Morph. With Wolf Creep with the Asha, he's hitting for 200 plus. It's 11 minutes into the game.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering too, like how FBZ would try and itemize, like how does he try and keep his team alive aura-wise. Like we were playing the Centaur once before, and in fact, that was against Ast, I believe it was, and he went Blink first. They tried to get him being aggressive. Didn't work. Gambit's going to take the tier 2 tower up on the top.
Look at the map. It's huge now for them. Vampire's moving forwards. This feels like Makoto just been shut down.
Well, Laguna Blade out, and ES down.
It's a level 5 Shaker, and it's like if he has any support there, he's just going to survive. Bottom lane, you have a hood up on the Centaur, but he's still a ways away from the Blink Dagger. And once again, I liked it, still sort of do, but these double support duos, right? The Oracle Disruptors, the Rubik Disruptors, or Liches, or what have you. It just feels underwhelming, and especially in games when you fall behind. You just can't get into the action, and yeah, sure, you know, Earthshaker's died a couple of times, but inevitably he'll have a Blink Dagger and be very useful. Yeah. And he already has, just by securing rotations, positioning around the map.
Yeah, but I'm also remembering, like, a lot of the games we've seen already from Oracle during this tournament. Like, you get your one jump and you think you're good, but one man that could just stand and fight. if you're able to make it the Troll Warlord, if he can be this big beast, and maybe this is the reason why you're looking at the Battle Fury as well. Like, you just want him to be that 40-minute uncontrollable beast where the Disruptor as well as the Oracle is like, I'm going to keep this guy alive, everyone else do your own thing.
That's assuming Gambit don't apply the pressure, but this game's different. They're going to have a blink on Bat in about 4 or 5 minutes. You have a Chen. You have a Razor with Yules going straight BKB after, and Dream with the Yasha E-Blade. You just blow up this Oracle. You run at him with the Creep Army. The Battle Fury is nice, but without a BKB, if Dream Assault runs in, gets linked into Yules, that's it. He's done for. And meanwhile, the rest of Gambit can focus on the support duos or the Lina. After that, where's the damage?
I'm not disagreeing with you, but this is also like, if the pressure isn't enough. Like right now,
I would say if Gambit doesn't apply the pressure, but I have to believe they've learned from that previous game, and they're going to use this smoke that FNG's got in his pocket quite soon. Or perhaps you just go down bottom and push, right? Top, you've got a ward, you've already killed both structures, so in theory, you just shove down bottom. It's not really like there's any D push up yet for Boom, and they've seen the Demon Edge. They know Troll isn't looking to fight.
They're going to keep that farm. They're trying to keep also a little bit of extra control of the dire jungle, but the one observer ward that got planted down by Gambit is actually in such a fun position, just south of the normal hill they like to use, so it's not going to get dewarded. No one's putting a sentry down for that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
I think... yeah, you're right.
It's all out of range. Everything is out of range. So the Blink Dagger for FBZ might be an interesting go time as well for Boom. Like we saw this in game one, like when are you ready to fight? What's going to be that timing when they then want to get on the front lines? You do have Disrupt the Storm up, you've got your False Promise, Stampede escape in and out. Like there's a lot of things for Boom to work with, and if they had that confidence from game one, that outplay ability that we have seen from them against Gambit, like they just need something that's going to give them the confidence to jump, and that's going to be the Blink Dagger for the Centaur. And he's getting closer. He's at 1800 right now.
But the support shaker of Excess Vampire with 0 kills is about to pick his up. When your 4 is beating your 3, you're never really feeling great. And look at the positioning they have as well. Shacklo's just straight up stealing camps. Grabs a Vam Brace for his trouble.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Hey, like this. I'm meant to be able to fly. Why can't I glide? Can there be a glide function on this one? KSQ just lost his courier. Dreamer Cell so close.
I want it.
Walk up the ramp. Walk up the ramp.
No, don't walk up the ramp. That's a bad. He's gonna drag him to the high ground himself.
1 second to Firefly.
Oh goodness.
Now the whirling axes.
He just puts him on the, what are you doing?
Puts him on the hill. Puts him over the hill. No, back up on the hill. Centaur's gonna be nearby. Speed forward. Disruptor in the neighborhood can get the ball as well as the Storm out. Shashlo as well as FNG. They're both caught inside of this one, and they're both gonna go down with Lina rotating so quickly in. Oh boy!
Such a strange sequence of events. There's no any that happens if the bat doesn't get the neutral item drop. And then, you know, it's so tempting. He's like, well, Troll's just running at me. I gotta put him on the high ground. Let's try and kill him, guys. But the rest of Boom has showed up. And the double stun, double disruptor ult combo lands 2 kills. But a lot of space for Dream there, a lot of space for GPK. Both these players just farming up.
That's pretty much Blink Dagger now for Centaur. Like, you just got that fight without actually having to have the Blink Dagger. That for me like spells the trouble, because this is gonna be the big test for Gambit. If they can weather the next 2 engagements from Boom and have an even trade-off or a slightly better trade themselves, I'm gonna be more down your line of Gambit's looking good.
I will say though, I don't know what the hell happened to Shacklo's game. He is 0-4-0.
BT's first and nothing else after.
And just, he's just not having the game impact you would hope for. It is a difficult matchup though, right? You're playing against an Oracle, so it's definitely easier said than done to have something to make things happen. Almost at that E-Blade. They might look to hunt middle, but the Blink Dagger is prepared.
It's the Centaur.
Hello, Chen.
Observer Ward gets planted down, same with the Sentry, but...
Blink on Shaker.
Yeah, and they're going to flag the fact that something up there, so you know a Sentry Ward will be coming out sometime soon from Boom.
I will say, I've seen this bot's first build on Batrider a few times. I think it's much better when you're ahead and you don't have as much threat. But in a game like this, it just feels like now, you want to blink desperately. Otherwise, you're just a creep farmer. And but even then, you're playing against Oracle.
It's just that crazy movement speed, right? And now they're able to at least get one catch out. It'll be Disruptor all the way down south. But Boom is still farming up. Remember that Battle Fury is completed over on Troll Warlord. His farm is going to escalate.
Yeah, you can see by the talent stream went for, he kind of understands his role here. Going for the waveform range over the agility level 10, because his job is going to be to E-Blade blast this Oracle, the Lina, the Disruptor, kill one of these squishies. The rest of your team then free to do as they please. GPK, all you've got to do is get a link on this troll, who, as you said, don't know if I agree with the Battle Fury, but in 20 minutes, all of a sudden, he'll look like a genius, because this troll will skyrocket to the top of the network chart.
Gonna go for the Lina. Echo Slam, Blink Reveal. Lina needs a little bit more time, so defensively Yule Scepter up, and now Centaur gets his own hook stop off. They've got to keep the Razor up in the air, and Folly stunned up, but then Exodus Vampire putting away for the false promise. Q got there in time. Now GPK and Exodus Vampire, they thought they had themselves this kill. Support will arrive in the form of Chargelo, but who's he going to go on? Ursha gets the fissure off, but there's nothing else to come from. The E-Blade pop is there, but it only ends up killing off Hyde. Dream has to have a big play. Troll Warlord too deep, going for the whirling axes, and then finishes the job. And looks like GPK will be able to pick up as well. FBZ, the TP out. Has someone got themselves a stun? No, they don't. So, that's where it ends. A 2-for-1 trade-off. The big blink from the ES. Yep. Trying to pay off, but it's odd.
The problem is there's just not enough damage on the side of Boom, especially when the Lina has all of his sucked away. He gets the full spell combo off on GPK. Yeah, you get him low, but he has a BKB. You're just never going to be able to catch up to him, even with the ulti pop from Troll to try and pump the damage. There's a Chen behind him as well. Pops the heal, pops the mech. There's just nothing you're really going to be able to do here to take him out under that spell immunity cover. And also the Centaur ulti used while the Lina was stunned, just kind of reflex like, ah, shit, my core's in trouble, let me help him out, but alas.
He was too far away. Like, he was trying to get back in range so he can get the blink, but because they didn't see the gang coming, he was moving further to the east. So Stampede was a reposition of Roshan starting up now from Gambit, and Boom